Hello, and welcome to our Vampire the Masquerade 5th Edition Chronicle, Vancouver by Night New Blood. As a warning, this is a mature game and explores some dark and troubling themes. These may include body horror, gore, violence, loss of character agency, gaslighting, mind control, drug use, and many others. Our players have discussed consent and boundaries, and we collectively avoid situations that may be triggering. Players will always let me know if anything gets uncomfortable by using yellow and red cards in our private chat. If you as a viewer ever feel uncomfortable or triggered, please pause and step away. Our streams are always going to be available on YouTube after the game, so you can always come back to an episode if you feel ready. And now it's time to thank some of our sponsors. Thank you to Mikhail Artoria of Artoria Designs, who creates these beautiful dice boxes. You can visit him on Instagram. The link will be in the chat, and you can hold all of your vampire dice in here, and they've got like a bit of a rolling tray on the top. Illuminagents. Illuminagents is a comedy web series that weaves real conspiracy theories into its sci-fi short-form episodes. It is shot in Toronto, and this indie production will leave you laughing and questioning reality at the same time. You can watch season 1, which includes the musical finale episode, for free on Sika.tv. And one of the episodes includes this guy, and I think I'm in the second season, but I'm not sure. We filmed some stuff. Basically, you just see the back of my head. I'm wearing a hoodie. I'm doing the hacksaws. Yeah. So, Orc Style is an adults only fantasy fetish fashion brand for all of you orc loving monster huggers out there. Orc Style shirts, underwear, and accessories are sure to drop your intelligence and increase your confidence by 10 points. They also have just released their Chompers Orc Tusks. Chompers are perfect for cosplay, role playing, and streaming. Orc Style's expert tusk enchanters infuse the spirits of great orcs, trolls, ogres, and goblins into magical tusks that will transform the common human into a fierce monster. If you want to see the Chompers Orc Tusks, check out our Sunday D&D game, because Sarah, who plays a half-orc barbarian, and she's got the really big ones. They're amazing. She loves them. And Martlet Games is a collective of ttrpg veterans ready to work for you. From tabletop RPG development to actual play production, they've contributed to various Storyteller Vault titles and sponsor channels like us to keep the world of darkness a haven for those with stories to tell. You can visit their link in the chat to explore their world, and they can help you create yours. Also, Demiplane. Demiplane is amazing. We've got all of our characters in Demiplane, and I can quick reference the character sheets themselves. The characters can, all the players can roll. You can assemble the dice pools and roll. It's pretty amazing because it's all right there. And they can share their character sheets with the storyteller because hopefully they would want to do that and not hide anything from the storyteller. Anywho, it's time to introduce those particular vampires. Violetta is running, Michaela is running a bit late, so we're going to start off over here with Sophia.
Hey everybody, this is Monica here playing your favorite Toreador, Sophia de la Cour. Join us today as she continues to figure out what exactly the theme of her ball is going to be.
I remember goth mermaids being discussed at some point. Yeah.
Heck
Uh,
yeah.
up above me over here is Antonia.
Hello, my name is Joanna, and I will be playing Antonia for you today, who is your happy go lucky, always cheery, always hating, sparkles Sophia Ventru, who owns the Dark Star.
The Dark Star is the club where all of the coterie, for those of you who are new, hang out and plot various parties. And over here is Key.
Hello, I am Chris, aka D&D Imposter, aka Key Mori on this lovely show, who last episode recently discovered that you What is and what can be a ventriloquist puppet is up to the imagination.
If you want to see that episode, go over to our YouTube. Last, but certainly not least, is the old man.
Hey, what up? My name is Alan, and I am playing the old man, your not so friendly neighborhood nos fixer, get shit done kind of guy.
So, and now that we've met the vampires in question, the last episode, there was a bit of a situation over at Violetta's condo. There was a Giovanni who had shown up for, or a member of the Hekata clan that had shown up for a ghoul that somehow, someway, the coterie had absconded with because, guild by association. If one of you happens to poach a ghoul, then pretty much everybody is guilty of that particular infraction. So they had shown up, demanded stuff, and Violetta kind of dispatched that particular threat. So we're going to fast forward a little bit. We're going to wait for that final particular scene in Violetta's condo. That scene we'll deal with in just a few minutes. So Michaela is running a bit late. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and fast forward to the next night. So I'm going to get everybody to access Demiplane and see what we can see. So let's do some rouse checks. And if you, whoever is watching, wants to do some rouse checks, you can by going into the chat.
What if I'm too adorable to need to make one today?
No.
Damn it.
My luck hath run out on rouse checks.
Yeah, that's right. Sophia was doing really good on the rouse checks.
Not today.
Old man, you are muted.
See that? Yeah, because I made a snarky line about Kiki being too adorable, and they didn't say anything back. I was like, "What am I fucking chopped onions?"
It must be repeated.
I said, "Oh, you think it's gonna be today that you're too adorable?" And
honestly,
like,
I would have said earlier with my puppet.
All right. Sorry, we roll the number of hunger die that we are hungry.
No, you just roll
Or just
one hunger
one
dice.
die. Yes.
Yeah. And you can do it on Demiplane.
I just holding it. I just gotta hold it and smell. But that's not gonna work for me today because I rolled a 1.
All right. Antonia, how did you do?
So funny story. I did roll on Demiplane, and then I was like, you know what? Let's see what happens if I roll a real die, and I had the same results. So I failed.
That's fair. So in the back of Antonia's head, you can hear Antonia. You should eat.
What do you think I should eat?
Something. Preferably something that's not your usual fare.
As I said before, what do you think? That I am some sort of rich person being able to afford these hoity-toity blood types?
Yes.
I will go with whatever I find. Oh, okay. I mean, you might be right, but no,
Your
no, no.
Ventru. Act like it.
Fine. I will eat. I will find something higher class.
That's the last you hear about that, because generally, when you agree with a Ventru beast inside of your head, they'll probably leave you alone. Little hint for everybody playing the home game. Sophia, how did you do in the check?
I failed.
Sophia wakes up even before you're able to roll out of bed. Sophia kind of feels that pang of hunger and hears in the back of her head, Sophia. You haven't felt this hungry since I took your toy.
Hush. I don't want to hear about that.
Why do you think I said it?
I'll eat. I promise. I'll be good. I promise.
And that's the last you hear about that. For now. You've had a fairly good run of rouse checks, so chances are the pendulum might swing in the opposite direction. Averages being what they are. Key, how did you do?
I got a success.
Well, that's disappointing as a storyteller.
Sorry. it could have been like all the way. Everybody kept saying they failed, and I was like, oops.
And the old man, how are you doing?
I failed. I rolled a 1, and I am now at 3 hunger.
Ooh. You gotta eat something soon.
I know.
So you hear in the back of your mind, old man. You should probably eat someone.
I know.
Do you?
I will. Shut up. And I call I forget his name, so I'm gonna call him Frank. I call Frank.
Yellow.
Hungry.
Okay. Standard.
Yeah. End of the night.
Okay. And then the line is dead. So, where would everyone be meeting in this particular evening?
The Dark Star?
That could work, yes.
I don't know why I asked it like there's a right or wrong answer.
There is no right or wrong answer.
I feel
Could
like
meet at
he
the
is
club.
just that consistent person who's like hiding behind someone in the coterie at all times, just chilling, hands in
And
pockets.
I feel like Antonio wants to hear more of Key's music. To hear more of Key playing.
Key doesn't play keys. It was all I got into your brain, created the memory.
Is that obfuscate? What is that? What is
It's like a high level
illusion?
obfuscate Mandela
Yeah.
effect.
That would be dominate. Totally don't have that.
Both Key and you are problems.
You're not wrong. So, Antonia, since it's your club, what would be going on in this particular evening? Like, who's playing? What's going on? How are things?
I think we're gonna go with the lower key, but attracts more of the, older types. The kind of classic goth string quartet made up entirely of Tremere.
Okay. They probably have some pretentious asshole name like the Pyramid or something. Like, just. Yeah.
I will go
Well,
with that. I haven't come up with a name for these ones yet.
yeah, I'm going to make a roll. Talk amongst yourselves.
Sophia is going to send a text before she meets everyone at the Dark
Okay.
Star. She's going to be texting Brayden. And just a simple text just saying, "Dearest Brayden, how are you faring? Everything all right?"
I'm going to be dealing with that in just a second after I make this roll. Yeah, actually, they're pretty good. The Tremere band is fairly good. Like, 5 successes, fairly good.
Not bad. Take that, Salubri.
Wow. So Sophia, you send the text. I'm assuming you're going to be probably walking over to the Dark Star, given that the kind of West Endish area, the downtown Vancouver, like little islandish thing is, pretty walkable.
Yes. I suppose out of safety, I might use unseen passage.
All right. I
Make
do
sure I'm not
believe-
ambushed.
I do believe that may be a roll. Let me just go into the Demiplane.
Yes, it's a cost 1 rouse check.
Yes. Game rules. Powers. And then obfuscate. Yay. So I believe it is a rouse check and then a. Oh, okay. I gotta organize these by level. There we go. That's better. Unseen passage. So yeah, actually there is no roll. Okay, cool. What is the rouse check? How's that? How are you doing on the rouse check? Enlighten me.
That's also a failure.
Sophia. I want you to feed.
Yes, I know that.
Do you?
Yes.
I don't want to force you to feed, but I will if I have to.
You don't have to force me. I'm on my way. And don't ever call her a toy again, okay?
She made such amazing music when she
don't.
died.
Don't, no.
And you get a text back. The text reads, "What did you do?"
Uh-oh, panic sets it into Sophia. What do you mean? She texts back frantically.
You get back, like, there's a couple of the dots, like as if he's typing and then, yeah, no, maybe I shouldn't send that, typing again.
Mm-hmm.
And you get back, Narcissia is on the warpath.
Oh, right. I'm just going to reply back. Don't worry, we're handling it.
like, a couple more instances of the dot dot dots, dot 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 dot, and then eventually just the letter K comes back, like K. But you've talked with
Yeah.
Braden before, yeah, that he doesn't sound at all convinced.
No. Yep. Right. And I make my way to the Dark Star.
All right. So, old man,
Yeah.
you actually get a text as well.
The fuck?
It is from. Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa, horsey. I clicked on the wrong thing accidentally. Okay, so. You get a text from Christoph.
Oh.
The text reads, so, dot, dot, dot. Your coterie is stirring shit up.
I send the text back. Fuck. I say, what's the damage?
There's a couple of your phone wouldn't actually get any of the dot dot dots, but there's a long kind of pause between you sending it back. You have most of the time to get to the Dark Star in the time that it takes to have it sent back, and Christoph sends back. The party is going to be interesting. And you've dealt with Christoph enough to know that that particular statement is dripping with sarcasm.
Do I get the vibe that he's warning me or threatening me?
You're getting it's kind of a mixture of the two. Like there wouldn't be any threat from the Nosferatu. As much as they like fucking with the Toreador, they're not gonna come in and
Yeah.
completely mess up the Toreador party. But there's kind of a vibe of like there's gonna be probably shit going down at that party.
I send the text back saying, I can handle interesting.
And again, like you move through the sewers, you can move extremely quickly. You actually make it to the door of the Dark Star where you would enter through your secret entrance. Before you get a text back that says, "I'm planning on attending."
I tell him to meet me at the park by the docks in an hour. Make it 2 hours.
You get back kind of a similar text to what Sophia got, which is just the letter K.
Okay.
And then you're able to make it into the Dark Star.
Yeah.
At that point, I would say that everybody would be kind of arriving.
I imagine Via will be fashionably late as always?
That's probably a good assumption, yeah.
Okay, then I will go. Where is everyone in the Dark Star?
I'm assuming
Probably
probably
upstairs.
yeah, probably
Yeah.
the VVIP.
I
Sophia is not gonna get there yet. As she
okay.
enters the Dark Star, you usually see her like flustered and like, trying to get her like shit together of her party shit and swatches and stuff, but it's not a flustered, it's like a panicked entering of the Dark Star this time as she makes her way directly to the bar and is like almost meanly like demanding something to drink.
What's your
Amazing.
preference?
Just anything bloody.
All right. And they like put together a concoction for you and
Oh,
hand it
for
over.
fuck's sakes, just quickly, just put it in. I don't need any
All right.
fanciness right now. Just
All right,
and she
all
just
right.
takes it and just starts gulping, and you can see it like dripping down across either side of her chin, and like she's never this messy.
I mean, at least she thinks so. But
But I
man,
mean,
I
like it's
am
getting
on
on
one
her
today. I
clothes,
don't-
and she
Hashtag
would usually
Toreador.
never let it get on her clothes. But
Fair.
this time she just doesn't care, and she's just trying to gulp it down as quickly as possible.
So let me check Sophia's character sheet here. Your feeding type is
Consensualist.
this would
Oh,
this is definitely like you're assuming anyway that the blood is from somebody who consented. But
Yeah, she's just like, fuck it. I'm just get it in me.
the like even just for some reason tonight the taste is it doesn't taste as like rich as it generally does.
Ugh. What is this swill?
It's the same stuff as
The same stuff, but
yeah. It's like
harvested
AB
the same way?
yeah, AB negative and it's like 10% cholesterol whatever like the
Whatever. I guess it's fine, but we should really look at the quality of these things.
well, I mean, there's good cholesterol and there's bad cholesterol, but
I'm not talking about the cholesterol.
okay.
Forget about the cholesterol.
All right.
And I just kind of leave the empty cup and start to make my way up to the VVIP room.
And Key, are you heading right to the VVIP, or are you stopping off to the piano on stage while the Tremere are playing? Key.
I was like trying to piece together what you said by looking. No, but you audio cut out for me.
Oh,
And
sorry.
I was like looking at your lips, trying to be like, I think I got that, but I didn't.
Sorry.
Sorry.
So does Key make their way up to the VVIP right away, or do you
I'm
check
gonna
out-
say Key was dancing. Key was in the club dancing. Just minding their business. Not really. I feel like, yeah, no, that's weird. Key was minding their business. just like dancing the music.
You would
Every now and again, just like looking to see if somebody else has walked in, like that the gang's coming back together.
You would definitely have seen Sophia come in.
I'm gonna wait till there's another person. Mainly because Key doesn't want to get roped into Swatch talk. So
There are
it
no
sounds like a type of TikTok.
There are no
subgenre.
swatches with Sophia tonight.
Gonna wait for one more.
The old man, do you generally go through the back like room areas to the VVIP?
Like that bottom door, the maintenance door, just goes straight up, and then there's like back ways, kind of in between the bar and staff rooms and things like that. So I don't go out in the front unless I absolutely have to.
So you would come across probably Antonia first, and then whenever Sophia makes her way up there, which would be like within a couple of seconds easily.
I go right to Antonia and I say, "We need to talk now."
All right. Let's go. And she gestures just to a bit of a quieter corner booth. What's up?
Wait, hold on one sec. We have somebody else joining the chat. So I'm going to have this smash cut right here. And then when we come back, we're going to have Violetta.
A new challenger.
Violetta has joined the chat. All right, hold on, everybody. And smash cut complete. All right, so now that we have Violetta back, Violetta, let's just do a quick thing of like, who are you? Where are you from?
Hi, I am Cosmic Dazai. I am playing Violetta Tremblay, a completely on the hinges Zamiti lawyer.
Yeah, that's the way I.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, let's go with yes. All right, so
the middle class can die.
She is so in character. So if we go back to the end of the first episode, there was a bit of an information gathering thing with Giovanni. So we're gonna do a couple rolls with Violetta. We're gonna do what would be good for this? Maybe intimidation. Let's go with intimidation and strength.
I have a spec in intimidation for coercion. Does that count?
Yeah, that would definitely count. So we're gonna do 3 rolls of that dice pool, and then yeah, we'll see what information you're able to get.
Got it. Okay. 1, 2. 4 on a crit.
This information gathering roll brought to you by Demiplane. So
first one was 4. Yeah, first one was 4 on a crit.
4 on a crit.
Uh-oh, this one looks scary.
Like scary good or scary bad?
Scary good for me, bad for him. That is 5 messy.
Ooh. Okay. And the last one. So that's like 9 total.
1, 2, 3, 4. It's normal. That was 4.
4 more. Okay, 13 total. Wow. All right. So without getting too far into the weeds and descriptions, we're gonna leave those out. The information that you're able to glean from this particular Giovanni is there's going to be kind of I'll use the term infiltration, but there's going to be some moves being made by the Hikata clan into Vancouver.
Mm.
There really isn't
Okay.
much by the way of details. You can tell that this particular person that you are speaking with is not really that high up in the organizational structure. That they're like kind of like I would even say like maybe a tier or two above a ghoul in the organization. Like they're not they might be like even recently embraced as well. But yeah, you're basically getting that thing that was hit was kind of the like that's kind of the first step to try to get the drugs into the city and try to, kind of manipulate things that way.
Mm-hmm.
Other than that, they basically are back in torpor. Like there's not really much of anything else you can do for this poor schlep. So if you want to decide now or later,
I do. I can. I'm
okay.
very much. Will I regret my decisions later? Probably yes. So, but you know what? He's young enough to the point where if I kill him, not a lot of people will really give a shit if he fucking is gone. And he's independent anyway, so fuck those people that vote independent. So you know what? Uh, so you know what? I want to do a roll for Diablerie.
All right.
I'm not in a good mood tonight. Could you tell?
I kind of noticed. Give me 1 sec.
We have fun tonight. We have fun here playing games. I think they have fortitude. That is legit the only reason. I think they have fortitude and potence. That is like the only fucking. I don't give a shit about Oblivion. I don't give a shit about the raising the dead powers. That's a little bit trite to me. I just want fortitude and potence so I could be a fucking tank.
So everybody who's
Mhm.
playing the home game or just joining us in season 2, you would definitely know that due to the Chaos Goblin players that I've had in the past with the adjacent crew and the other Vancouver by Night games, I have a copy of Vampire the Masquerade. If you notice this little bookmark here, that's where the Diablerie rules happen to be. Because for
This shit keep happening?
reasons, just for reasons, like it just happens.
That's so funny. That's so
I
funny.
just want to reiterate, I'm not a Chaos Goblin player. You just caught me on a really bad day. I'm actually a really nice person. I care about people around me. I tend not to go for murder typically or putting down another person. Truly, I am a pacifist in spirit.
You do say that a lot. You find that you have to say it a lot, though.
I don't know
Shut
who
up.
she's trying to convince, herself or me. Like, honestly.
As
me.
a member of a country that can't be extradited to The Hague or to the ICC, I just have to say that
Let's see.
I believe in nonviolence.
So what is your humanity?
For some reason, I'm at 7.
I have bad news.
Oh no! Oh no! Could I possibly be losing humanity?
Yeah, because in the effects of Diablerie, the Diablerist loses 1 point automatically of humanity. They must then roll a contest of your humanity plus your blood potency versus the victim's resolve and blood potency.
So I'm rolling 6 humanity, right?
Yes, it would be the new humanity. So it'd be 6 humanity plus your blood potency.
+1. Okay.
I need another dice.
What were you? 1, 2,
And there are no blood dice in this particular roll for you or for him.
5 on a crit.
That is better than the 3 that I rolled. So,
I was so afraid.
having said that, roll blah blah blah. Every success gives the Diablerist 5 experience points to immediately spend on increasing blood potency to a maximum up to the victim's blood potency, which won't affect you at all, or on disciplines known by the victim.
This is what happens
So,
when I eat those infants.
yeah.
I, like other members of the Conservative Party, care very little about children.
I'm not surprised. So, you get 10 XP to, if you would like to spend it on Fortitude.
Hekata have Potent Fortitude and Oblivion, right?
Hekata, I believe, it depends on the Hekata. Let's see.
Is this Giovanni?
Yes.
Is it Potence?
Let me just look here. Hekata. There we go. View clan on Demiplane. Aspects, Fortitude, and Oblivion.
Put into Fortitude.
Okay. We'll do that particular math thing later. Hello, Kat. How are you?
Kitty!
Anywho. So, yeah, we will fast forward to the next evening because you have that particular information. For everybody playing the home game, or if you're just joining us, much like Violetta is, everyone had basically gotten some text messages for a few of them, and everybody was meeting at the Dark Star. So, with Violetta in this particular instance, having been having been fashionably late, would Violetta be actually? That's something else I just forgot to mention from Diablerie. Violetta's hunger is at 0.
And also, I have stains in my aura now.
Yes,
But I don't really care.
there's that. But
Yeah,
generally, generally people aren't really checking auras around here too much. So, let's do the rouse check for Violetta for waking up this particular evening. Let's see if it goes back down or goes back up, I guess.
I have succeeded.
You wake up refreshed. You don't feel hungry at all. There's nothing. You're like, fuck, I should do this all the time. I would suggest against it as a storyteller.
Just Sabat things. Oh wait, sorry. I mean, that was I don't know them.
Yeah. So, are you headed to the Dark Star?
Yes, but if I can, I want to text Stanislava. I think that's her name.
Yeah.
I want to text Stanislava. I'm not going to tell her I diablerize anyone. I don't really care. But I am going to tell her about oh hey the Takata are trying to infiltrate into the city. This is like their first,
The text you get back is exceedingly formal. And it is, Dear Violetta, thank you for the information. We will keep an eye out. Signed, Stanislava. I'm trying to check my notes here quick. Where did I have the Zemissy? Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah, Clara Stanislava with a K.
I remember the last name, not the first name. So
Yeah. Yeah, but that's how the text back is signed down at the bottom.
got it. Okay.
So Violetta comes into the Dark Star. There's a Tremere band playing that had 5 successes on their roll, so they sound pretty good.
For now,
Best
Nothing.
friends.
nothing.
I will say that when Key sees Violetta come through, they're like, and they're gonna follow Violetta upstairs from the dance floor.
Just waiting for the problems, and you're like, ooh, problems.
Ooh.
So I guess Antonia is talking to the old man as well.
Yes.
So what's up, old man?
The shit we got into last night is already making problems for us.
Wait, you mean the stuff that Violetta did?
Yeah.
I didn't. Whoa! I didn't realize that was. How did that? How did that information get anywhere? I mean, I know Nosferatu,
It's
but
what we do.
I mean, I I didn't realize that that would have gotten that far. Okay. Um.
Look, the actions of one
I
has a reflection on all of us, but that wasn't
yes,
just the actions of one. We were all there.
we let it
So
happen.
ain't nothing to fucking do except own it. All right.
Well,
That
we can
means
own it.
that the party's gonna get heated. Now, I've already been preparing for that, but I think that I should maybe prepare everyone else.
I agree.
We may also have an issue with Narcissa.
I'm sorry.
Thumbs up.
Oh, we were a little mean.
Brayden has alarmed me to the fact that she seems to be on a bit of a war path.
Well, we were a little mean. I
To
own
be fair,
that.
she deserved it, though.
Oh, I know. I agree. She deserved it, and maybe that's where we can go with this. As for the Giovanni, I want to get back to the Giovanni though, just for a second.
Yes, of
Yeah,
course.
we
Bigger
own
fish to
that.
fry.
We own that. That is, we're not. I'm not running away from it. We didn't say anything when Violetta was doing her thing, but the I'm not sure what kind of implications it's going to have on us now, given that they're not really part of the equation.
Well, look,
The skull fuckers are not part of the equation.
I don't have all the answers, but in about an hour or so, I'm gonna go find out.
Do you want me to join you? I'm more than happy to join you.
It's just a NOS meeting. I think the fewer the better. I don't want it to be a full gang thing in case it's head up or
I,
something, you know?
I understand. Take care of yourself though. Like I if what you're saying is true and words out, I want to make sure there's no. Well, I mean, if there probably are targets on our back. That's a given. But
They're big
you
now.
just do me a favor and be careful, please.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now, Sophia. So Narcissia has a problem with us.
It seems she has a problem with a lot of toreadors.
Okay. Is there anything you want to do about it, or should we just, have a verbal war with her at the party?
You know, I think it's all going to come to a head at the party as much as I don't want it to. And at this point,
Uh,
I'm too tired to try and make it not happen.
I will hire some extra security. I will get some extra security for the party when you've got everything arranged. We'll make sure that all the exits are covered. Might even hire some Tremere to make sure that nobody comes in uninvited and unseen. As much as I hate to do that. But they do sound good.
Storyteller.
Yes.
Having drunk as much blood as I could at the bar, did that manage to bring down my hunger level at all?
What is your hunger level
It,
currently at?
it was at 2 after the second failed rouse.
Yeah, you would bring it down to 1 because
Okay.
you can't lower it to 0 unless you drain
Right.
an entire vessel dry.
Wait, then oh shit, was I at 3 then? Sorry.
You might have been at 3, yeah.
Yeah, okay. So then,
If you had like 2 glasses, it would be enough.
okay. Yeah, I would have gone for it. Cool.
And at the end of that particular conversation, everybody is in the VVIP now, correct?
Yeah.
Is anyone looking down over the crowd, or is everybody kind of in a circle having a conversation?
My my point of the convo is over, so I could be more observant of things.
I was gonna say Key also probably wouldn't even really be paying attention to everyone because they were still dancing on their way up. So they probably like went off, saw everyone was talking, and was like, "Ooh, nope, not doing this." Back off to look over at the dancing again.
Sophia is, after she finishes that quick conversation with Antonia, is going to disassociate and go into premonition.
All right. So Sophia, your vision fades, and we're gonna find out what you see after we come back from the break. So come on back in about 7 minutes, everybody, and we will see what Sophia sees. And we're back. So, let's see. I was about to check something for reasons that no, wait. I think I can actually check that on. Yes, I can. Demiplane, you're fucking awesome. Sophia, give me a roll of your resolve plus aspects because it actually shows it
Yes,
on the
that's
character
right.
sheets as to what you need to roll for your specific powers.
Yes.
Because Sophia's vision is fading, going into a premonition.
I got 2 successes.
2 successes. Do you want to perhaps force the premonition a little bit more with the force of your
Yeah.
will?
That's using willpower, yes?
Yes.
And that allows me to do what again?
Reroll up to 3 of your non-hunger dice.
Okay, so I did succeed on the hunger.
So
That's one more success.
one more success. Okay,
Yeah.
so that is 3 now.
Yes,
Okay.
3 total.
So Sophia kind of goes into, it's kind of a state that a lot of Toreador eventually kind of find themselves in. It's you're kind of a feeling of morose. Your art isn't like, it doesn't have that sting that you want it over the last couple of days because you've been busy planning this party. Things are kind of not falling apart necessarily, but just kind of like things are coming at you faster than you're used to, and you fade in your vision, and you see kind of an old, an ancient Greek sculpture, one that kind of resembles like a three-faced figure. One face looking forward, the other two faces looking to either side. And you see it's kind of it's like if you were to drop an ink, like a drop of ink into like water, you kind of see it kind of spreading out, and like little inky tendrils are kind of coming out of it. And the water feels like home, feels like you're safe in the water and it's protected, but the ink is infesting it, I guess would be the best way of putting it. And the tendrils are kind of spreading out, and kind of, even though there was only one drop of the ink in the water, it's kind of spreading out and moving through the water. And you see a dragon that looks like it's biting its own tail, that is absorbed by the ink. And a tragedy mask, also absorbed by the ink. A scepter and a sword that is crossed, also absorbed, and a circle with 2 points sticking out of it with a square in the middle that is also absorbed by this ink. But there's a rose that seems to be resisting the ink. And then you come back.
Interesting. Very interesting. And she like kind of stops disassociating and kind of turns her attention back to the rest of the coterie and what they're doing.
What is the rest of the coterie doing?
I'm going to go up to Antonia, and I'm just going to I'm going to be very straightforward with her. You need to get more security
Yeah. Yeah, that's definitely the
permanently.
case.
Permanently.
Probably.
No,
It's
not
seeming like
probably. You are.
yes, I will be
The Hikata,
making some calls.
do them quickly, because the Hikata are trying to infiltrate into the city, and they said that starting out with little places like this, that's their starting point.
I mean, they've already tried to run drugs through my club, so that's
That's how
yeah.
they're doing it.
Yeah, it's gonna suck. To be quite frank. So I am going to hire some more security, and I've also been considering, and as much as I know that you don't like the usurpers, they are potentially our best bet at detecting the undetectable. What do you think? You've been
Unfortunately
around
so.
for a while.
Unfortunately so. I'm not likely to disagree with you on this.
Yeah. I mean, I'll put in some calls. We'll get this taken care of. You're absolutely right. I don't know how much worse we made things with yesterday's
It was
dealings.
inevitable.
Sorry?
It was inevitable.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I don't know how much worse we made things. I mean, you were in the right. They broke into your place, but it'll be interesting. I know that the old man is having to deal with some stuff. I think I think the Nosferatu have heard of it this too.
It's okay, Antonia. I dealt with this. I was going to say clan, but that would mean that I actually respect them as such. I have dealt with these corpse fuckers before.
Oh, see, my sire
I'm a
actually calls
professional.
them my sire actually, to me at least, and this is between you and me, just calls them skull fuckers.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean they also fuck family, so it's
Okay, well, yeah.
preference.
Anyway, you've dealt with them. I this is my first time.
Glad we had this talk. And she
Yeah.
just walks away.
Um, I think Antonia's going to start sending some messages. She's going to just sit down at the booth. First message she's going to send is she's going to send one down to Suzette and say, if you're not too busy, and I hate to ask this to you, I'd come down myself, but I've got a lot of stuff to get done. Could you possibly bring me up a bottle of the 84?
Can do, Buzz.
Thank you. And then she sends a meeting or a message to uh the Ventru Primogen. Shoot, why is his name not coming to my head?
Victor Davenport.
Victor Davenport. She sends a message to Victor Davenport saying, um, I hope you're well. Wondering if you could potentially um help me to set up a meeting with the Tremere Primogen.
You haven't really exchanged too many formalities with Victor Davenport. So the message that comes back what could be seen as harsh, but it's kind of standard operating procedure for Victor, and it is no.
Antonia sends back, thank you. I apologize for wasting your time.
There's no response.
Yeah. So then Antonia sends a. Actually, I think Antonia's going to go and track down the old man for a moment and just see if the old man might know how to get in contact with the Primogen specific. Well, actually, you know what? Antonia's got people on stage. Never mind. Antonia's going to ask the Tremere on stage to take a break.
Now you're gonna make me kick in the random name generator. Okay.
Heads up, the old man, I believe, and Key as well, were both keeping an eye on things. So keeping an
Yep.
eye on the audience from above.
Yes. And give me a. Actually, you won't really need a wits and awareness due to the fact that I'll explain in a second. It'll become clear.
Okay.
I don't like
So
that.
the band is
Yeah, I hate that
playing.
too, but here we are.
The band is playing, and it's not so much that the ruckus occurs before this is yelled out, so much as after. And there's it's kind of a different vibe of a band of what most people are used to. And then you hear louder than the actual like kind of white noise of the crowd. You hear play Freebird. And you look over and there are three people in like biker leather jackets and like beat up jeans and like, chains. The Bruja have arrived.
Hot.
How pedestrian.
And they kind of make their way over to the bar in their typical Bruja fashion. Mostly, best way to describe it would be assholes and elbows. Like, just kind of, brushing into people, hitting them with their shoulder, kind of elbowing people out of the way.
It's giving me lower class Violetta.
Wow.
Isn't giving it is lower class.
It is lower.
The poor man's Violetta.
It
Poor
isn't.
I believe they call that new Violetta.
He
Fucking
just
blue-
like is dancing and kind of just looks at the old man. They look fun.
Fucking blue collar skanks. And Viola is going to stand up. She's going to make her way down the stairs. She likes having a presence, even if she doesn't say anything. But she's going to make her way over to the bar.
They haven't done anything war, like shout in the club.
They shouted the play Freebird, but other
which
than
is like hack, but it's not like
it's
illegal.
It's basically a
am
Bruja
not
mating
doing-
call. Let's be honest.
Yeah.
I'm not doing anything. I have not done a single thing. I just want to go down to the bar.
Again, I'm not sure if you're trying to convince me or yourself.
Listen, the old man's just like, oh, they didn't do anything yet. I'm like, you think I'm prone to violence or something? And I'm not.
No,
Look at
no,
this
I'm
suit.
not. I'm not asking you. I was asking the story.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I'm not. I'm just. I like the old man stays where he's at, and he just keeps his eye on them for if and when they start shit.
Again,
because if they do, the old man got something for that ass.
Again,
we're going to have a team up. We're going to have a team up.
Violetta doth protest too much. All that defense.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
I'm sure you
This is
don't.
the part of the episode where we flash back to all the things Violetta did in the last episode.
I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know what you're talking about. It was self-defense.
The rest
I
of this
just used a
episode,
fucking 45 caliber on a fucking robber with a fucking pocket.
yeah,
Clearly,
the rest
I
of
was
this
thinking
episode is
right.
just like the memories of Violetta doing shit.
I think Antonia's actually gonna make her way down because she's not really sure what this ruckus is, and she's pretty sure Violetta's not going to be reacting very well to it. So she's gonna make her way down, probably past the guy that has the drink for her on the way, and grab the drink off the tray. Say thank you. Remind me to tip you more later, and then proceeds to walk down while drinking.
Remind me to tip you.
Anyway,
Yeah, they don't seem to be causing any ruckus. they're just being kind of loudish, being like, "This band sucks."
Sophia's going to stay up here and watch from above because she doesn't want to catch the degen.
From up country?
And there's our Letterkenny reference of the episode.
Yo.
Thank you, everybody. All
Go
right.
home.
Thank you. Good night.
If it wasn't Vancouver, they would have ridden in snowmobiles.
Yeah.
Antonia's going to go up to them and say, "Everyone's welcome here, including band. How are you this evening?"
What you can only assume is the leader turns around and kind of does the like elbows on the bar thing, like, yeah, they'll let anybody in this fucking place.
Clearly.
Oh, won't they? You're absolutely right. They will. Because, everyone's welcome here, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, if we let them in, we have to let you in, and she raises an eyebrow, which for some reason I'm not capable of doing right now.
Yeah, right. Anyway, we got business with what's their name again?
With
And then like
whom?
the larger one kind of turns around, turns a little bit, and is like, Tonic? No, that's not it. Trepidatious. No. Anti.
Oh, is it Antonia?
And he turns around like really fast to you, and he's like, "That's it. That's the one."
Oh, you know what? Come, follow me. I'll bring you to Antonia. I'm sure she'll be very happy to see you.
Yeah, all right.
You like me to follow you?
Oh, sure. Have you met my friend Violetta here?
No.
Okay. Well, Violetta and I will take you up to see Antonia.
I hope you'll be very familiar with me by the end of the night.
Now, Violetta. And Antonia walks them up and shows them to a booth. You know what? She must have just stepped away for a second. Let me just grab her.
Yeah,
Have a seat, guys.
They all kind of file into the booth. One of them had requested that whatever blood they got from the bar be given to them in like a shitty Labatt Blue bottle.
And
Can we
Antonia.
tell that so Monica has had experience with Labatt Blue in the past? just the facial expression of like,
I've lived here for almost 10 years.
Yeah.
I'm well aware.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I am so sorry. So Antonia leads them to the booth, lets them sit down, and then goes and stands by the railing on the balcony area and gestures to Violetta to join her.
I walk over.
So how long should I keep them waiting?
As long as you damn well please, they're low clans.
harsh.
They're disgusting.
They're fucking mud
Did
people.
Sophia still
They're
downstairs?
fucking
Like,
subhuman.
No, I stayed upstairs.
Okay.
She
Yeah,
no,
there's
she
only
has
two.
9 senses, guys. She has 9 senses. It works.
It's true. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so Violetta's gonna like stick around and just kind of shoot the shit with. Sorry, Violetta. Antonia's gonna stick around and shoot the shit with Violetta for like a couple minutes, and she's gonna be like, I suppose I should deal with them.
I'll come in with you.
Okay.
Please get them out of here as quickly as possible.
Can you tell them I
So-
want the chain?
So Antonia goes, and the booth would be a bit circular. I'm just trying to set the scene here. It's circular, and there's like just a couple of chairs, like, they're not horrible bar chairs, but they're, not the best either. They're just, kind of there. So she takes one of the chairs and she swings it around and kind of pulls the Riker maneuver.
Riker.
And
Like
sits down with the chair back and says, "Hi, I'm Antonia," to the nearest Bruja.
They look visibly confused.
And she reaches out her hand to the next one because obviously she's Antonia.
The bigger one kind of like his hand envelops yours, and it's like way too hard of a squeeze. But I thought
So what do you want?
you said you were bringing us to Antonia.
Yeah, are you that stupid?
That's not a
Did
rhetorical
you
question.
not do your research before you got here?
One sec.
Oh,
Huh? I don't know. You picked the Bruja clan.
Don't worry, I'm right here. I'm right here. I don't listen.
okay.
You
all
picked the
good.
Bruja
Give me
clan,
something to break.
who are the angry ones who have
Yep.
like less dice. These two on rolls for frenzy, and you just poke the bear.
Yeah, the old man has not left this space. He watched them all come up. He
Yeah.
kept his eye on them the whole time, and he just gently, or just like very casually, I'll say, walks towards a crate, or like a small box, like a long box.
Oh no.
The one that you shook the hand of, they actually like squeeze your hand more. They're like, "Argh," and he's like, whoa, easy, Brick. Easy, big fella. Calm it down. Dial it back a little there, whatever your name is.
Just call him Brick.
Yes.
Rick is an interdimensional creature.
I'm glad to see that they made easy names for people.
Brick does not look any calmer.
Come on now, act civilized.
Easy, big guy. Calm it down.
Now-
You're better than the gangrel, aren't you?
Well, yeah, obviously. Those are fucking tree-hugging jackasses.
Mm-hmm. Act like it.
So, what do you want? You've obviously decided to disrespect my club. So tell me why you're here and what you want.
Not disrespecting your club. We kind of like it.
Again, what would you like? What can we do for you?
We kind of want to make a deal.
Oh, really? Okay.
Do you have anything written up?
Do you have a contract?
Fuck would we have anything written up for?
Because you would have done your research.
we prefer written agreements with the terms properly stated. We're both adults here. We're all adults here, correct?
Okay. Do you have like a napkin or something? I can scribble something out. on?
No.
Right. Brick, is it? Yes.
Business
And sorry,
formal.
what are your names?
Oh, I'm Gonzo.
Okay. And yours? And she points to the third one.
That's Sylvia.
Okay. So here's what you're gonna do for me. You're gonna enjoy yourselves this evening. You're going to be nice to the Tremere band on stage because they can fuck you up.
Do they know Freebird?
No.
You know how to shut the fuck up?
But
Jesus.
you know what? But you know what? After they're done with you, you won't know Freebird either. So I would
How
suggest
could I not
enjoying
know
yourself.
Leonard Skinner.
I would suggest that you go, you enjoy yourselves, and you come back here tomorrow night with a contract, preferably from your primogen. Um, actually, sorry, storyteller, would Antonia be familiar with the Bruja primogen?
In so much of a fact that they don't actually have a primogen in the Bruja because they're not Camarilla. Yes, you would.
Oh, wait a second. Okay, so these aren't actually like moved over from Anarch to Camarilla kind of.
They
Oh,
are
these are
not.
actually Anarch. Okay. Okay. Um so what you're
We
going
all
to
know
do
that,
is
right? Sorry. We all know that, right? We all know they're
you
like
know that
anarch, right? Okay.
you
Okay,
know that
good.
there's a lack of a Bruja primogen. Yes.
okay.
Anything I say afterwards is now justified. Continue.
So what you're going to do. Oh, one more question, storyteller. The Baron. Would Antonia be familiar with the Anarch Barons,
Not
particularly?
at all.
Okay. But she knows that they exist, that there are Barons.
Yeah, but Vancouver is Camarilla.
Yeah. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna enjoy yourself tonight. And as I said, leave the Tremere alone, be nice to them, and applaud. And then you're gonna come back tomorrow. And you're going to bring me a contract from you and your Baron or whoever it is that's representing you today. And or tomorrow. And then we will talk. Does that sound like a good plan? In the
Yeah.
meantime, you have my hospitality, but be mindful that everybody is welcome here. Okay?
Yeah, we're aware. You let the Tremere in.
I
Now.
I put my hand on the b- box and I say, watch your tongue. I'm from here, but I learned how to type in Chicago.
Man, I hate Chicago style fucking anything.
You're a
Can I ask you a
special.
question?
Citations, pizza, fucking ridiculous.
Can I ask you a question? Really seriously.
Sure.
Thank you. And I don't want you to take this in a harsh manner. Do you know your history? Like at all?
Yeah, something about
You do.
Carthage.
Is your idiot brain getting fucked by stupid? I'm sorry, that wasn't a rhetorical question. Let me tell you something. You guys spin off of the Sabbat because you all were a bit too chicken shit to figure it out. And, as much as I'm interested in whatever shithole you managed to climb out of and managed to be a shit stain on my fucking boots right now, I would appreciate it if whoever, because you didn't come here on your own volition, you don't seem like the type to take initiative. Whoever fucking sent you, which is likely your Baron, maybe he should manage to bring someone that knows how to mind their goddamn mouth and their goddamn manners. Or maybe know how to talk to actual fucking high clans. Or people that are actually affiliated with the Camarilla that just got their domain from the prince. Instead of a bunch of fucking refugees that just come in here like a bunch of fucking homeless people.
Antonia turns around. Hey, Letta. I agree with you. They should mind their manners. But you are better than them, and we can just let them enjoy their night for now. They know what they need to do. And if they don't, then you can berate them tomorrow.
When you go back to your Baron, ask him what he knows about Violetta Tremblay.
Sure.
I just want to know his answer. And then you can tell me what you think about tomorrow.
And we should cut it off here so that Chris can go. Yeah, we got about half hour in. So the Bruja are, after what you've just said not too long ago, they're all getting up. It's not overly threatening necessarily, but there is one of them named Brick who is very large. Listen, we're gonna leave now.
As I said, you're welcome to the hospitality. Please come back tomorrow.
Right. And they start making their way towards the exit. Unless anyone is acting upon them.
Do any of them have chains on their legs?
All of them have chains on their legs leading to their wallets. Obviously, they're Bruja. That's what they do.
I want one of the chains.
Are you going to take one of the chains?
Yeah, but I wouldn't say it's take. I would just say kind of like I'm like loopholing my finger, kind of like they'll feel the jerk in their like on their hip. I'm specifically not going for one of the ones. I'm like going for one of the ones that's connected. Oh my god, my cat. I'm going for one of the ones that's like connected to the pant leg, not like going into the pocket where it's obvious it's a wallet.
Oh, they're all going. Oh, actually, no. Yeah.
There's usually some that go to like a butt pocket or that stay on the side. I definitely don't have a bunch of chains on my stuff, so I don't know what I'm talking about.
Poser.
Methinks the player doth protest too much. we're gonna one day meet Chris, and then we're gonna see a bunch of chains on all their stuff. It's gonna be tragic.
If you see me at a con, it's probably all in like cyberpunk clothes, so that tracks.
So the first one, the one that was doing most of the talking, it seems like they are the ones that have like if you've ever seen like kind of like riding biker leathers, they like
Yeah.
right kind of underneath the arm, kind of connecting the front and the back, there's like a little bit of a space and kind of a fold. It would be underneath, there'd be like kind of almost semicircles of chains that are going down the side. That would be the nearest and like
Easy.
yeah, the easiest one to kind of like.
I'm hooking my finger on one.
He stops walking, and they all subsequently stop walking because he was in the lead, and he's like, "Can I help you?"
This is a nice chain. You have many of these at home?
Yeah.
I don't have, as you see, I do not have a very good fashion style, and starts pointing at their clothes. I would like one. You guys seem like you'll be back. I can bring you something good from the 1800s, South America. I know it's worth much more than this, but I like this one.
And his eyes narrow, and he's like, just he looks Key up and down. You're new, aren't you?
Key just smiles, doesn't respond.
So he kind of like reaches up, unhooks your finger. And you can leave it there if you want. It's just a matter of whether or not it comes with him. And he like unhooks one of the chains, and he like puts it in your hand. I like you, kid. You're audacious.
Very cool. Nice to meet you. And Key like walks away and is kind of just now think Sophia with the swatches. Like Key, this is
Yes.
Key's new thing. Like looking at their outfit, where to put it. That was it.
And then he kind of turns around a little bit, catches Antonia's eye. He gives like a nod, and then they proceed out the door.
Sophia, where do you think it will look good?
Darling, you should really disinfect that before you put it anywhere, even touch it.
Key like spits a little bit on their hand and
no.
runs it across the.
Okay.
It's
listen.
a disinfectant.
Sure.
Antonia's just looking at Key with awe. She's like, she looks at her and she looks at Sophia and she looks back at Key and she's Key.
Eh?
You just I am in awe of you. You are fucking awesome. And that's it. That's all I have to say is you are fucking awesome. The just the and Antonia's just like clearly doesn't know what to say. So she
Key has like no idea what Antonia's trying to say, so Key just kind of like nods and looks over, like kind of takes a couple steps towards the old man. And as they're fastening like the chain from the collar to the side of their long sleeve, they're just like, if I had known that Antonio would think I'm so cool, I would have had chains a long time ago.
I mean, I wouldn't call it awesome, but I can't talk shit. I live underground.
I can get you a chain next time.
I don't want a chain. I'm good.
Okay, then another chain for this side.
We should double chain the other shoulder. I think that would look quite fetching.
And so he's just acting like they cared about fashion for the first time in their life.
What about a belt? What about a belt?
We're going to talk about fashion, and we're not going to talk about what just happened.
No, you're right. Key, so you've met the Bruja before, right? This old man you have, yes?
Yeah.
You want to fill Key in?
No, they gave me chains in the past.
Yeah. The chains isn't the only thing about them that's dog-like. That's all I'll say.
I'm not good with riddles.
They're very
short-tempered.
Well, so are you and me and old man. Most of it, I don't get it. What's the difference?
Their short-tempered turns into a fight.
Yes.
Didn't you have your gun out?
No. I had my hand on it, though.
Guns are really impersonal anyway. But a point is, Bruja, they overcompensate for their inadequacies academically with their strength. And I don't think you're really a fighter in this group.
Hey, he gets shit done, all right?
Okay, but if she were to get into a fight, would they survive? A physical fight?
Yeah.
Yes. Okay.
with the Bruja. I mean, the old man has a point.
He
can fight their own battles.
I don't need to fight. I just have the Bruja fight for me. They liked me. Look, we have matching chains now.
I think the point was that there was the possibility of a fight happening because you had potentially drawn their ire, shall we say. But that's why I think you're awesome, because you did it anyway.
because they didn't understand what they were doing.
Well, but they can
All I'm
fight
saying is
their
it
own
looked like you
fights.
guys were all ready for a fight and they seem to like me. So really, maybe some of us should be, and he kind of looks Violet up and down, instead of killing people that show up at our house, maybe just offer them some food. I don't know.
You suggest what I do with people that enter my house again, I'll get you.
Do it.
Please. So, old
But
man,
if I die,
filling
Sophia
in.
gets the chain.
Hmm?
If I die, Sophia gets the chain.
Oh, thank you for bequeathing me your chain, darling.
Yes,
I'm touched.
It's a
and
cheap piece of metal.
it's the thought that
I'm
counts.
aware, Violetta.
And Tonya, you were saying, yeah.
Well, you were filling key in on the Bruja. So essentially, so key, the anarchs aren't around here. The Bruja belong to the anarchs, and they're not around here. As you probably noticed, this is the first time I'm assuming that you have seen these particular individuals or those that dress like them.
Question, out of character question. So Key is an anarchist.
Okay.
So I have had like, because I, at least in my brain, Key's like seen and talked with Bruja before. Again,
Yeah.
Key doesn't really
Oh,
pay
yeah.
attention to the classes and stuff. Okay, I just want to make sure I wasn't off base. Cool.
Mhm.
So the Bruja are not here. Like they're with the anarchs and they're outside of Vancouver. They have their own baronies, which I mean you probably know about, but the fact that they've come here, I think the old man is and myself as well is particularly wondering why barons in the anarchs are wanting to make deals with the Camarilla, with
Well, I mean,
the prince or with us or whatever the case may be.
Desperation.
actually, I'm not really wondering about that part. I think they've made it pretty clear, as all the houses have, that we got something they all want. We haven't
Do they
really
want it? Oh, go ahead.
we haven't really explored why, but like exactly why. It's like we know, sure, location, but that can't be it. That can't be just it, right?
Well, the amount of fighting that they would have to do just in order to keep this location would be because even if they were to take it from us, let's just say theoretically that they were to be able to take out Key and the old man and any other security that are here and myself and get the place, get the land, get whatever. There are still other clans that will not let them keep this. So why are they even trying?
That part,
Understand?
I don't know.
If we need to contact them again, how do we do that?
They said that they'll come back tomorrow, so we'll just see them tomorrow.
All right.
That's fair. If they decide they don't want a deal, then I guess they don't come back.
Or they don't want to deal, but they want to take, in which case they do come back.
Yes. You're very right, and I have started the process of hiring on more security as per your suggestion and everybody's suggestion. And hopefully they won't come to something like that. Hopefully they can be a bit more reasonable.
I'm just going to take out my flip phone because I am such a good member of my clan. Thank you. Um, and I am going to go ahead. I'm going to text Stanislava. if I didn't already,
Okay.
saying,
Okay.
yeah, I'm just going to say, Bruja came over to the. Wait, no, that's what gets the feds on you. I'm just going to say that's what gets the feds on you. I'm just
fun.
going to. I'm going to put down. Um, what were they called? Warrior kings or warrior philosophers?
Yeah.
Uh, ca-
She would
yeah,
probably get the point.
yeah, came over tonight, and I'm going to like put it in like the band because that is how I personally feel like I am safe by saying I didn't say the B word in my text. My nice little.
So as you finish up that text, Violetta, your vision begins to fade.
Uh-oh.
You can kind of see like the cloudy haziness as if it's like a almost like it's a memory, kind of the haziness around what you're seeing. And you are sitting at your desk in your condo, and you see the ghoul that you absconded. And it's almost like you're not seeing you per se. It doesn't feel necessarily like a memory that you've had. It feels almost like a premonition, but it's not. This is something that you, as a Zemissi, don't have access to. But as you're sitting there, the chair kind of like that you can feel as a presence, your body, you can feel the chair that you're in kind of lean back, and 2 feet end up on your desk. And those feet are recognizable by you, but they're not yours. Those feet belong to the kindred you diablerized. And that's where we're going to leave this particular session.
Ooh.
So, thank you for watching, everybody. We're gonna take a trip next episode real quick down memory lane. Only it's not the memories you think that you're gonna be getting. So we're gonna do a quick roundtable of everybody and let everybody know who you are, where you're gonna be next, what you're doing, how are things, how's the pets or whatever. I don't know. Let's just go in reverse order of what we usually do, and let's start over here with Alan and the old man.
Hey, what up, gang? My name is Alan, and I have been playing the old man for you here. I am a tabletop RPG actual play player and dungeon master and streamer and the like at Quest Keep, as well as a guest player here, a guest player on Fablemancers, and loads of other things that people ask me to do, and I say yes as a general like philosophy. Uh, yeah, you can find me on those places on Twitch and YouTube, and please stay tuned for more from me.
And Chris and Key.
Hello, I am Chris, aka the Imposter, aka Key, aka owner of this little loaf. You can find me again a D&D Imposter on all social media, and also find me as a GM and producer and dramaturge, all the things for Tabletop Tempest, which our first show should be out by the time this is coming out. So be on the lookout.
and Joanna and Antonia.
Hello, my name is Joanna. I was playing Antonia for you today. You will find me on the socials as Hyrule Gardner, and you will find me here playing miscellaneous World of Darkness stuff.
Monica and Sophia.
Hey everybody, Monica here, and I've been playing Sophia for you all. You can find me here on VBN, and I do illustration across various medias. Check out my illustrated board game coming out with Darrington Press sometime this year called Guardians of Matrimonia. And you can check out my first graphic novel, Doña Quixote Rise of the Night, wherever books are sold. And you can find me on Instagram and Twitter at MonicaM_art.
The link should be right over here by Monica's book. And last but certainly not least, our resident Zemissi, Violetta and Cosmic.
Hi, I am Cosmic Dazai, otherwise known as Michaela, and I played a completely innocent victim of misunderstanding. You can find me on here where I play as a Samitsi and various other things occasionally. I'm the child of this beautiful dog, and if you are in the DMV area, you can see me do drag in big wigs like these.
And this guy is Storyteller Steve. So, a few things to cover on this one. So, if you like what you see, if you're on Twitch, give us a follow. If you're on the YouTube, give us a subscription. Both of those options are free. If you want to help us out financially, and you maybe have a Amazon Prime subscription, if you're on Twitch, you can get a free Amazon or free subscription for us on Twitch, which gives money directly to us from Jeff Bezos' pocket. I don't know if that's the way it goes, but it makes me feel better. So that gives us a few bucks. Or if you're on YouTube, for $3, you can become a member, and that gives you access to stuff early if you want to get that stuff. We have episodes early. We have like recordings that we're actually going to about to do, which is like the post game recording stuff. We'll toss some of that stuff on there. And you can also do that on our Patreon for the $5 option. That gets you a bunch of free stuff and early episodes. Or if you want to help us out financially, you can go to our merch shop and buy stuff like this. This is our bloody D20. There's a little blood trailing down there. This is completely different because we actually came back to this particular episode through the movie magic. From the t-shirt that I was wearing a little bit earlier. If you want to rewind about, 20 minutes, half an hour, you'll see the Meat Sea t-shirt, and you can buy some of that stuff. You can buy, the Meat Sea beach towels. You can buy shower curtains. And if you buy something from the Meat Sea, send us the photos via all of our social medias, which can be found down here. It's all at Van City by Night, pretty much everywhere. And we'll get Michaela, Cosmic Dazai, to judge a contest. See the best usage of the Meat Sea merch. So yeah, we will probably see you all next week for our trip down memory lane. Have a good night, everybody.